We're just here camping for Christmas. One of our favourite spots at, I won't say, it's a special spot. It's a great spot that's really quiet, a bit remote. There are people like a kilometre away, but how good's that at Christmas? You can come here, it's a free camping site, but you've still got this beautiful all to yourself. So, anyway guys, thought I'd show you this setup. So a lot of people are asking the question, I sold my Dot 6 hardtop. I will be getting another hardtop. I think that build's gonna kick off in February. I've got it booked in. Hopefully by March I get it, so I'd love to have it for Easter, but until then I've really luckily I've just borrowed Dot 4 till then. And so what we wanted to do with this setup was just show you beach camping or camping when you come somewhere and you want to set up for a couple of weeks or a week. This style of camping with all the Snow Peak gear. So I started off with just a little fire pit, a medium actually, then I've moved into a large, and then it's just grown from there. So check it out, it's great quality, good stuff. Anyway, let's get into it. So this is the Taut Light, great tent. First time for me and Elisa ever using this tent with our family. So we're a family of 5. Never been in a tent that's had so much room that you could utilise that space. So if there's any, here there is a couple of horseflies. It's been really good, no sandflies, things like that. But if you want to get out of the bugs, this tent is magic. Now ventilation wise, I don't know if you've ever seen a tent like that as well. Really well ventilated, heaps of room and space, really airy. We've got our sleeping bags here, and it has been quite cool at night. So we're right on the beachfront. If you come around here, Cal, we'll just show everyone. So very strong tent, great tent to use, massive poles. Now I was a little confused the first time. I've never put this tent up before, or Elisa, so, and it was in Japanese, so that took a bit of time, but I would estimate about 30 minutes you could put this whole setup up, and it is actually a very large setup. So check it out. So that's your entrance. We'll go right around it first. Now here it's very windy at times. So last year we camped here, sometimes over 40 knot wind, so I put a few extra ropes in this side, threw a bit of sand down that edge. Have a look at the back here. So in your sleeping area, if you're really worried about ventilation, you can even open it right up in the rear. We actually have this down. I've just put this up to show you guys. I actually run this all the way down so far on this trip. Just point out, show them how close we are to the ocean there, Callum. So as you can see, we're right on the front here, and you actually have to camp back a bit because the wind blows so hard. We find you just need that little bit of protection. So if you keep coming around, we've got the little amenity dome tent here as well, which is actually quite a large tent. Has a bigger sleeping area than we use in there because that's just Elisa and I. But the little amenity dome tent as well, look at it just sitting there in that wind. It's a great tent, really strong, no worries at all. Just, they sit well, they've been well made, high quality, they breathe, they actually let air in underneath and all around your tent. Nice vents in the back, heaps of air, and a big front on them, and that's one of the key features. Now have a look in there for ventilation in the front room. Now I've got the Snow Peak Lounge, I bought myself and bought one for Christmas. I'm also going to utilise that at home in my outdoor area with the IGT gear. Because I'm finding this stuff is so versatile. You can take it camping, but you can also use it at home. And that's how I feel like I can justify spending a little bit more on something that's really good quality, but using it for 2 things, at home and on camp. So if you come around the front, we'll go around and we'll go in. So we were using this obviously with our Hexa-Tarp. Works brilliantly if you just want to shoot a bit up that way. Come to show them. So IGT setup. We'll show you that. We might have a look at that even now. So we've just set it up. The kids often sit here, do a little bit of games and things if we're not playing inside. We've got all our gear set up here. So obviously, as you know, Dot 4's there with the fridge. We're set up here with a single gas burner. I normally use Mepho. Just at the beach, I thought I'd try this. I definitely will be going back to Mepho. I really like my Mepho stove. I use my Jetboil. It's the quickest thing you can boil water in a windy place, so it works brilliantly. Obviously I've got my little coffee bag. These are great. We've been using these a lot, just our little plates when we put a nice steak, or if you cook nice chicken, any sort of meat sits on that well. all our bags down here are for all our food and stuff. So we've got all our dry foods down here. So they're easy to get to, works really nice. We just use those. My chop boards are here. Got a bit of stuff in this shelf. This is on the bottom here. I'll just show you in here. This is where we put all our cups. Our plates are in here as well. Now that's a full set of 8 of everything, and 5 complete sets of cups in there. So you got all these interchangeable chop boards. You can put your IG2 in there. I've been actually, because it's so windy down here, I've been using my IGT in my new coffee table, and I'll show you how that works soon. So yeah, nice setup. Got your hanging rack around here for all your utensils, your light, washing up. Really nice setup. Callum's there in his ARB swag. I've got my Uniflame cook set down here as well. Everything's just there, really easy. So there's Dot 4, working a treat. We've got the Jilka off to the side, running off the Dot 4. Dot 4's got 2 batteries. This is optioned up, obviously. 2 batteries, fridge, just a big storage drawer. I actually put my little 35 litre in there too. Normally I tuck it away, but I just wanted to show you that's what it can do. So 35 litre ARB fridge sitting in there, working off of it like a treat. That trailer holds so much, incredible. That's got a medium-sized canopy that you can also get on a Dot 5 or Dot 6. I've carried all this gear in that Dot 4 for my family of 5 and for this style of camping. Quite incredible, really. And we've come through some pretty tough tracks, which we'll shoot on the way out. It was really windy the other day. We couldn't actually get the drone up to show you, but we will. We'll keep coming along, and we'll give them a look over here inside this tent. So there's the Hilux. We park it in there actually just to block out a bit of weather. Now that Hilux is just 12 months old, and we bought it here the first time last year. Just show them how Dot 4 just sits there. We've got the little hose running off the side. Got my Red Arc solar panels laying on the ground out there as well, so they work really nice with this whole setup. And I actually, for Christmas, just put a solar panel that I have, just bolted it to the top of Dot 4 just to give us an extra 100 watts of power there. So you do need a lot of solar if you're going to stay somewhere and not move. Okay, let's keep going. Let's have a look in this thing. So as we go in this tent, check out the space you get in here. So I'll let Callum come in. Now, so we've got all this space to play games, to hang out. We eat tea in here. This is the new Snow Peak coffee table, which you can actually remove the center. All your IGT gear fits in here, so I can put those drop in an IGT burner box, double charcoal box in there. I can run anything, so I just really find this thing so universal. Again, going to use it at home and when I take it on the road. This too just folds up really simply on the ends, 2 legs, and you can take that. We've taken it down the beach, we've taken it up in the dunes, you can take it anywhere with you. Really nice feature. Now, this has to be my favorite of all time purchases. This thing is amazing. This can actually fold out as well into like a little bed, so you could actually sleep on it, you can lie down on it. Again, what I said, I'm going to use this at home, so it's going to be a dual purpose in my outdoor area as well as on the road. It packs down to a drifter bag that size by that high. Quite incredible, really. Everyone said to me, how could you possibly take a lounge camping? I saw Luke do it up the tops a fair while ago, back I think in March, and now I'm doing it myself. So it is such a great thing. In here is all our sleeping. You want to come and have a look? So Lisa and I obviously have drifter bags, so we just put them down that end there. Everyone in my family's got a drifter bag cover for their pillows. We've got the Snow Peak. They're great, especially this time of year. You can unzip the end, let air flow through. Really nice feature. Hazuki lamp up the top there just to keep you lit up at night. But I'm telling you, this is one of the best camping setups I've ever had tenting. Now I use the Oz tent if I'm moving all the time. That's a touring tent. This is base camp. This is like coming somewhere. If you're that sort of camper that you want to just come and base yourself somewhere, this is the ideal setup. Now You can stand up, put your hands up in this tent. Like I say, 3 people can easily sit on the lounge, 2 easy. We've got 3 chairs where Callum is, and you can put another couple in here. So quite incredible. I don't know of any other tent where you can actually do that and is actually still nice and cool, because it's not actually all jammed in. You've actually got a lot of space and it works really well. We just run the CG matting that we get through Luke. Great stuff. Look at that for being on sand, and we are on 100% sand here. Wind blowing, everything goes through it. We find you just have to sweep a little bit of the twigs or things that the kids bring in. But overall, we've got our low chair, so obviously we're multicoloured. I'm not colourblind, but seem to get all the different colours just so kids don't fight over them that way. But to be honest, I don't think you can, I think you can beat this. It's a great setup. Like I say, packs down really small. So all this too, you could actually pack in the back of your four-wheel drive. Pack in the nice small bags, no longer than that coffee table. So quite incredible, and it's very light too. Snow Peak obviously is high quality, and they obviously make things lightweight too for people to take on their travels. So Hexa-Tarp as well is a great feature. This Dot 4 you'll see in any of the videos or the shots that you see, I haven't even got an awning on it because we didn't need one, and I didn't want to bring it down here through the tracks that I'm going with an awning hanging off the side. So for anyone, it's a really cheap option. You could buy a Dot 4 like that for around that 15,000. A little bit dearer if you want some of the options that we've optioned up. But around that 15, you can get a nice little base trailer that everything will fit in. That gives you opportunity to put a fridge in, opportunity to have your power source so you can run your Jilka or whatever sort of shower system you're running. You can actually hang a drifter easy on off the side of that just to get your shower going if you didn't want a Jilka. But it's a really nice setup, really easy and breezy. So all I can say is hope you're having a good Christmas. I know we are, and we're just going to kick back now, have a few nice drinks and play some games and enjoy some time with our family. Cheers.